crafters, welcome into Guys Craft 2. My name is John and it is New Year's Day 2024. It is just hard to believe that another year has passed and we are moving into 2024. And what's worse is we're mid-afternoon, getting late afternoon for 2024. It's just like, wow, tomorrow I go back to work. Thankful that I have the job I have, and I have such an amazing organization that I work with. But at the same time, it's like, wow, I've got to go back to work. I've got to get back into the daily grind and got to get things going, and just a lot going on. With that said, just wanted to wish everyone a happy new year. Hope you've thought about how you want your 2024 to look. I am planning to do some things different. Definitely want to focus more on getting projects completed. Want to get some lives going, and we hope to do that in the next week at the latest, and see how those work out for us. Blessed and feel great about the amount of subscribers. We hit 700 New Year's Eve. So we are now at 701 subscribers, which is just great and just something we just never anticipated. But with that said, a lot of things about thinking about what we want this year to be. This year for me is about focusing on things that I want to do, focusing more about me and my crafting skills and getting things put together. We have a few trips planned to be with the grandkids around Easter. We always take two of the grandchildren to the beach every year, so we will be back East Coast and be in Myrtle Beach for the for a week in the summer, which is always just fun in that. But with that said, wanted to talk about, I've thought about what projects do I want to get completed, and maybe if I actually put them on the whiteboard, that will start happening for us. And so with that said, let's look at some of the things that I would like to get done in the month of January. So the first is the open gate quilts. Absolutely love this, it's Shiplap Quilt Shop. Absolutely love this block of the month. Ordered it. I've done a few pieces of the January one. Really would like to get the January one completed and get this block done. So that's high on the priority list. In fact, it's number one on the to-do. And we'll see how that works out. Also, I joined the Kona Cotton Solids block of the month. That is the Robert Kaufman Kona block of the month. And so that is January. So would really like to get that done before February walks in the door. It does have some really unique colors. And so with that said, anxious to kind of get that going and see what that looks like for us. I mean, so this is Melon, Ice Peach. It's another one of the fabrics. Along with Coral. And I always like coral. I don't know what it is about coral, but coral has always been like a cool fabric to me for some reason. Also have School Bus, which is an interesting name for a fabric. And we have Lipstick, so you know that's going to be a dark red. Torch, which is kind of interesting because it's an orange, right? So not sure how that became Torch. Punch, which is a nice fuchsia pink. Orange Aid. Cantaloupe. And then just plain white. So I do think it's a very interesting pattern. We'll see how we fare with it. I haven't done the flying geese and a lot of the angles, triangles, and that kind of stuff. So we'll see how we do with this first one. And add that to the list to do. So that is the second project on the list to get knocked out. The other thing that I really would like to start working on is knocking out some tote bags. I found this grab and go tote. I think I bought that at our quilt show over in Scottsdale a couple of months back. I just really like the idea of this tote. So we'll see. The plan is to really find a tote pattern that I kind of like, that I might want to mimic and do a few totes for, especially going home for Easter with the grandkids and my daughter. I would really like to have something special to take to her. I do want to get this big thing running and working. So the plan now, since I didn't get the Halloween, Christmas, or nothing else done, is to quilt out this batik. And that's been hanging and been on there for a while now. So hopefully we will get that knocked out in the month of January. Gnome is where the heart is. Would really like to get some Valentine stuff done. I think this Valentine table runner would be something really fun to do. I bought this at one of our local quilt shops. Actually, I will tell you, I plan to probably cheat. I'm not sure that I'm going to do all the work with these quilts, or gnomes. Sorry, I said quilts, but I meant gnomes. Not sure I want to do all the work with these gnomes and cutting these out and that. We'll see as I dig into the instructions. But I also own the die for AccuQuilt, and so I own both the gnome dies, so I may just end up cutting the gnomes out of the AccuQuilt and kind of piecing this together my own way, but we'll see. And I keep looking over because I've got a whiteboard over here, and I'll show that to you all at some point. The other that I really wanted to start working on is this Bunny Dreams table runner. That to me was super cute when we bought it. Thought it was a really cute design. And now I'm realizing it's a lot of work. There's a lot in there. So I do want to start working on that and plan to work on that as well. Like I said, I wanted to start working more on totes and some things. So Jenny's gifted us this, if you remember, from her Countdown to Christmas. So I'd really like to knock that out and possibly get that put together for my daughter for Easter. So we'll see. Pretty ambitious month, considering we have to go back to work full time and everything else going on. I know I have Quilt Club twice this month with the Go Gang, which is our AccuQuilt group, and then we're actually having a machine embroidery 2-day workshop. Happens to be on my Friday off, so I'll be there all day on Friday and be there on Saturday. And we're actually all working together and stitching out t-shirts, sweatshirts. I have the designs that I want to do. I think I have the materials ready. I just need to pull the threads and that. I have the, when I say materials, I meant pattern. So I have the pattern ready. I just need to make sure I've got the thread colors and all that. So that's in a couple of weeks. So with that said, that kind of gives you an idea of what January looks like for me. I hope to be really busy in the craft room and getting some things accomplished and knocked out. We do hope to start doing some lives. I'm not sure if we're going to do lives on Sunday evening, maybe on Tuesday evening. We're trying to work around. I mean, when you look at Becca and Stephanie and Sean, the guy who sews, and Ian, and there are some amazing folks out there, and I love watching their channels. I love watching their lives and what they're doing. So definitely don't want to bump up against or around those. But at the same time, we do want to start getting some lives put out as well. So we just have to find where we fit and what makes sense to you, our subscribers, and about what we're doing. So with that said, just wanted to launch and say Happy New Year. Hope things are starting off well for you in 2024. 2023 ended up being a tumultuous year for us. I got reorganized into finding a new job. That's not what we had planned on happening. At the same time, we ended up purchasing a long arm, probably about 5 years sooner than I had ever planned to. Didn't plan on that happening. Just a lot of things happened in 2023. So we're hoping that things are more normal and normalized for 2024. For whatever that is. I do love when Ian always says normal's just a setting on the dryer. I think that is the most amazing saying. Would love to steal that and have that as my tagline, but that is an Ian tagline. And but I do so appreciate and understand just that just resonates so much, and I think it does probably with a lot of us. So with that said, I appreciate you dropping in. Tell your friends, neighbors about our channel. Tell us what we're doing. If there's things particularly you'd like to see, let us know. I do plan on doing some sewing and talking and chatting and that as we move forward. But with that said, until next time, happy crafting.